What's the weirdest thing that ever happened to you in school? It was the last week of school and I was ready for summer break, but something strange was about to happen. Something that would change the way I looked at high school forever. It all started when I noticed something weird in the school library. I'd passed by the same shelf 100 times before, but that day, I stopped. There was a book there I'd never seen, dusty, old, and shoved between two newer ones. The title was The Secret of Room 203. I thought it was just another creepy mystery novel, but when I pulled it out, a small note fell from between the pages. It said, "Don't go into room 203 after 3 p.m. I laughed it off. Probably just some prank, right? Room 203 was just an ordinary classroom on the second floor. Nothing special about it. But that note stuck with me. I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something off about it. The next day, my curiosity got the better of me. After the bell rang, I made my way to room 203. The hallways were empty. Everyone else had left, and I stood there, staring at the door. I couldn't just walk away. Something told me to go inside to see what the fuss was about. I turned the doorknob. The door creaked as it opened, and I stepped into the classroom. It was exactly as I remembered it: rows of desks, the whiteboard, even the bulletin board with random notices pinned up. Nothing seemed out of place, but then I noticed something strange on the far side of the room. The window was wide open, despite the fact that there was no breeze. The curtains were blowing in the wind, almost like they were alive. I went closer, feeling a chill in the air. Suddenly, the lights flickered. I froze. And that's when I heard a whisper. It was barely audible, but I swear it was coming from behind the wall. "Help me." I spun around, heart pounding. No one was there. I rushed out of the room, but just as I reached the door, I saw something I'll never forget. Written on the wall in what looked like chalk was a message. "The truth is hidden in plain sight. Find the book." Confused and a little freaked out, I ran back to the library. I started flipping through every book, scanning the titles, searching for something, anything that would explain what was happening. And then I found it, another old book, tucked deep in the back of the shelf. The title? The Secret of Room 203. I hesitated for a moment, then opened it. Inside, it was full of strange notes, scribbled in a hurried, panicked hand. "They've been watching us. Room 203 is cursed. They won't let you leave once you know the truth." I slammed the book shut, but it was too late. My mind was racing. Who was watching us? What was going on with room 203? I felt like I had stumbled into something I wasn't supposed to see, something bigger than me. The next day I returned to school. Everything seemed normal, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I avoided room 203, but the more I tried to forget about it, the more it haunted me. That night I had a dream, the same room, the same whispering voice. But this time I saw something else, a figure in the corner, watching me. When I woke up, I knew I had to go back. The mystery was driving me crazy. I couldn't leave it alone. I went to room 203 after hours once again. This time I wasn't alone. One of my friends, Tyler, had followed me. He was skeptical at first, but now he was just as curious as I was. We walked into the room together, and once again the window was open. The air was thick with tension, and the same whispering voice echoed in my ears. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind us. We tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge. The room began to spin, and the walls seemed to close in. Then, right before we thought we were about to pass out from the pressure, the lights flickered and went out completely. Everything went black. When we woke up, we were back in the library. The book was gone. The note was gone, and room 203? It didn't exist anymore. There was no room 203 on the second floor. There was no record of it. We asked the janitor the next day. He just shrugged and said, "There's no room 203. Never has been." We've never spoken about it again, but I can't forget what happened. The truth is out there, hidden somewhere. I don't know who's behind it, but I'll never stop wondering what really happened in room 203.